Welcome back, everyone, to the MAC Teambuilder Dynasty. We have bowl week action here for you guys here. Today, we got Alpena and Boston College starting this thing off in the Rose Bowl. And then later on in this video, we're going to be doing Ohio Western's playoff game against Florida.
And I'm back too, so this is the first time that we are doing a co-video for like a month.
It has been a long time. So some things have come up, man, just outside of being busy and, of course, COVID.
I was sick. Yeah.
But you're good now.
I'm good now. I'm good enough. You know what's not good is that pass rush for Alpena, because nobody was hitting home, and they're just sitting off to the side waiting for something to happen. And Jurkovic gets punched to the ground there. 2nd and 4. You're going to run it with, I believe this is Garwo.
Yep. Pat Garwo III. This reminds me of the Caden Walczak series.
Oh, nice pass rush.
They've got Garwo here. They've got Spencer Witter, the tight end. So, yeah, just some familiar names from Boston College. And we've got a touchdown here. Larry Morris.
Larry.
Good old Larry. 3rd down and 4 here for the Heisman-winning quarterback, Kevin Gransky. And he's just not leading his troops down the field at all. They've had a couple possessions here so far. Can't get any points up on the board. Jurkovic, 3rd down and 6. Touchdown. Look at that throw to Taji Johnson.
Well, it's 14-0. This is not what I expected from our MAC runners-up. It's kind of lame, actually, if you ask me. You know, Alpena needs to win.
Well,
they need a big marquee win. They're not getting
it's fitting with the storyline that's happening with Alpena right now. So they've introduced some more dark arts into their repertoire in these college football games, and it's just not really panning out. So, you know, they need the glitch. They need the Frankenstein player. If you guys remember, they had to play against BYU, Notre Dame, and TCU.
That might be coming. We might have that.
They need a savior,
yeah.
right? They need a savior.
They do. So 40 seconds left. Gransky gets drilled and a fumble. Oh, Boston College is going to get it. And the sun is coming in and out, and something weird's going on with the lighting.
There's an eclipse happening right now.
Well, Alpena is summoning something, but it's not helping. So this game is being played under a shadow.
Ooh.
But an interception here, and then out at the 3, that'll be Waterbury, their top cornerback, with the INT. So 8 seconds left here. Gransky's going to chuck one, and he's got a man. He's gone. It's Fresh Martin. I think they may have had a linebacker on Fresh Martin. That's a bad matchup.
Definitely.
He's got some speed. And the sun goes out again at halftime.
It's like in the Super Bowl when the lights went off. Except now the sun just keeps going in and out.
It's actually a replay or a cutaway glitch. There's some reason the game thinks there's that.
I don't know what it is. It was happening with the Cajun 6 series too. So it's like whenever there's a bowl game happening, like we're in another state. I don't know.
The lights moving. The shadows are moving.
It's weird. 2nd down and 10. Here's Fresh Martin. Out of bounds. Good for 8. 3rd down and 2. Big down here for the Alpena Alpacas, and Gransky just not going to allow the play to develop, and he throws it out of bounds. So 20-13, and here comes Jurkovic. We've got people just sitting around. That's Waterbury again. Can't make the tackle. Another missed tackle.
What?
Now a block springs Jurkovic to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
What was that?
I don't know, but everybody's upset. At least on the Alpena side, because that's unfortunate. So as we start the 4th quarter, look at Jurkovic again. 2nd down and inches, and he's got more room to run, and this guy has just killed him on the ground. He's over 100 and at least 20 yards rushing at this point. Pass completed. Like, you can't stop him right now. He's literally, he's on fire. Like, he's reading the blitzes, he's reading the coverages, he's throwing it right in between people. Like, this is just a masterclass at the quarterback position right now, and the Heisman winner hasn't even matched Phil Jurkovic.
No, he has not stepped up for the moment. But we get a big run for Calypso Berryhill. Time's running out, though, so it is not looking very good here for the Alpacas. We get a strike complete to Hollingshed. He's been a big play type of guy for this team. 3rd and 10, Gransky gets drilled, and that'll set up a 4th and 22. So the question now, they decide to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what good it does you, but 4th and 22, it's like, okay, just take your points, I guess. Should have been an interception, would have helped. They're going to kick field goal anyway, due to you not being able to pick it off.
Yeah.
You get stone hands. 37-16, Gransky fires to the right. That's going to be picked off, and what an interception that was. Just over-the-shoulder catch, Willie Mays style. It's a really great job there by the defender, C.J. Burton. So your final score will be 37-16, and Boston College wins the Rose Bowl.
They've got it going on in this series, man. This is year 3, and the last 2 years they've been a New Year's 16, winning the ACC. So pretty good stuff from Boston College. Well, underwhelming again. Alpena Alpacas, they got to figure something out for year 4 because we've hyped them up as being this like oncoming team that's going to be nationally competitive, and they made the playoffs. They lost. They beat an Indiana team that wasn't too good.
You know who they remind me of? ACU.
Yeah, oh sure. Yeah.
Arkansas Christian.
Going back
at the Big 12. That they get all the hype in the world. They've got all the talent in the world. They constantly are high up there in the recruiting class. But for whatever reason, they're just not really getting it done. So let's now move out here to the college football playoff. We've got number 1 Florida against number 4 Ohio Western.
And some more shadows being cast.
It's impending doom.
Could be.
Alpena's like, if we're gonna lose, you're gonna lose.
Ohio Western, though, winning the MAC, they've got a few very quality wins. They got a loss to Marshall on their resume. So that's the question: is they get in the playoffs even after losing to Marshall and NIU? It's a lot of controversy there. A lot of people probably saying the team doesn't deserve it, but they're gonna have a chance here against Florida with their explosive offense, and they got to make this opportunity count. Represent the MAC. The MAC's getting a lot of love. We saw that in the rankings. A lot of those, like Toledo, NIU, was getting some ranking love. So the MAC is progressing, especially with these 2 teams at the front of the conference. So they're getting respect.
A lot of your custom players, guys, have been helping that out for sure. And it's going to, over the course of time, we're going to start seeing these MAC teams up the conference level of play. So here we go, 3-0. We haven't really talked about the gameplay, but we got Gervin Dexter with a...
Someone fix the lights.
I can't.
They're moving. It's moving.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But a sack on Jacoby Criswell is going to set up 4th and 15. That's a huge, huge kick. Like, that leg is something, man. But 6-0 here. Florida looking to get on the board, and humongous strike. Luckily, we've got a tackle here on Jamarcus Weston. 1 catch, 67 yards. 2nd down and goal here. Touchdown? No.
Jamarcus Pelton.
Short.
Can't click it.
So 3rd down and goal. Tackle for a loss. Great job on defense to get Del Rio Wilson sacked. And they will settle for the field goal. We got a defensive slugfest going on here in the college football playoff. Game number 1, 6-3. And then again, there you go. Defensive slugfest. A fumble by Criswell. That's going to give Florida really good field position here to get back up on the board again. Looking for a touchdown and take the lead. No ties here. Got to get a touchdown. Option play. Unbelievable.
Legit? Maybe.
Unbelievable. They can't stop this man. 15-yard rush for Del Rio Wilson. Take a look again. Here he goes. 1-yard line monster. Where are you?
Where is he?
They're going to call it a touchdown from Del Rio Wilson, and
Gators.
I don't know about that.
Where's the chomp? I prefer the chomp. Let's turn up the lights here and see if we get the 1-yard line. I think he is going to be short.
Yeah, this is totally edited to get those lights back up. But yeah, he is short. They will rule him short. But the very next play,
doesn't matter.
0-yard touchdown run for Carlos Del Rio Wilson. 10-6 for Florida. 1 minute and 2 seconds. Derek Wingo. No relation to Andre Wingo, the running back for Shreveport Skeeters, if you guys remember all those.
Yeah, all kinds of
episodes.
references to her.
I know. I'm kind of missing it just a little bit. 3rd and 13 here for Ohio Western. Ruben Ortega gets 15. So he gets that 1st down. Criswell going to get sacked for a 3-yard loss. Actually, it just goes down as a tackle for a loss. But 2nd and 13, and again, they don't have Louis Savage in this football game because he's still injured. So it is up to Vrayton Dempsey and Toshane me softly, the running back RB2. But unfortunately, they just really haven't gotten that running game going, and really they haven't got the passing game going either. A and 9 situation, shooting for the first down, and Criswell going to throw the INT right up the middle, and yeah, it looks like miscommunication all the way around. Here's a nice pass to the left side. That is tight end. So Del Rio Wilson just carving him up, man. At this point,
get him.
Using his legs, using his arm.
Got it.
3rd and 4, going to get hit only for a 1-yard gain. 4th and 3. And at least here in the 4th quarter, Ohio Western has held the number 1 team in the nation to 13 points, and they're only a touchdown down. So they've still got a chance here, but this defense for Florida has been swarming all over the field. They've been stopping them. They've been forcing turnovers. It's tough, man.
3rd down screens, not helping.
Absolutely not. 3rd down and 6. Nice job on defense by the Ospreys. And they are giving themselves another opportunity here. But why do we show special teams? Are we going to get a punt return for a touchdown? Anything but.
No, the opposite. It's a fumble. A touchdown. 3rd turnover of the day for the Ospreys. So you want to know why they lost this game?
That's it.
That's why.
Unfortunate. Big hit. Again, this is why Florida is so good and why they're the number 1 team in the nation. They force turnovers. Their defense, they will eat you alive. I think I called it long before I even did this game. I didn't get the gameplay before I did my little analysis there. I was like, you know what? This defense is going to eat the Ospreys alive. The Gators will eat them alive. They're having Osprey for dinner.
Yeah. And they're going to get a whole bowl of oranges to
look
finish
at this
thing up.
Del Rio Wilson, 10 of 11, and he wins a college football playoff game.
Yeah, they didn't have to do too much here.
Defense for both teams really just stepped it up today. A couple sacks for Lee.
A lot of sacks.
Dexter, Bogle, a sack each. And then when we go to Ohio Western's production here, 22 of 29. So Criswell didn't play that bad, but the 6 sacks and the interception and the fumble, maybe I'd take that back a little bit. Throwing the football, he was okay. Good completion percentage, but, you turn the ball over twice, and, yeah, it's just not good. But, all right, so we have our next playoff game here, number 2 versus number 3, Georgia and Michigan. And Michigan will end up winning that game 29-3, and don't mind the national championship there with Bowling Green and Lafayette.
Wow, the MAC is really stepping it up. Hey,
look at Michigan.
As Michigan detractors like to call them, meat chicken.
Wow, I have not heard of that.
Man, you need to spend more time online, dude.
I do. I make content. 2 picks for McNamara, and somehow they still win the game. Corum was a beast. He also got involved in the passing game.
Brock Vandegrift.
And there's your national championship matchup. Number 2, Michigan against number 1, Florida.
We've seen these teams play before many times.
Outback Bowls where they would lose. But Michigan will win the game, and they will be national champions. Can you believe it? Jim Harbaugh actually got it done. 41-27. Look at the number of offensive yards. They're 516. Florida had a turnover there. Del Rio Wilson was, he was held down a little bit more so than Ohio Western did.
What's hilarious is that as Michigan-centric as our series is, Michigan and Michigan State are the teams that are carrying college football right now.
Right. It's weird.
And not Alpena, and definitely not us. So, we've got our own dragons to slay here. At the top of the college football.
Well, maybe later on we'll have to face off against MSU and Michigan when we finally get better. But yeah, Killian May Softly, the quarterback, custom player for Eastern Michigan. Look at what he did in a bowl game. 481, 3 touchdowns, and he chipped in the running game too. So yeah, that's a blowout game. Now Bob Jackett, I had to put him into the depth chart, and we're just going to super sim this and see how he does.
We got Bob Jackett update. 3-0. Yeah, Cincinnati beat Ohio in the simulation. I noticed down there in the bottom line, but
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with Bob Jackett in the game. It's 24-0.
Yeah,
31-0.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get it done.
No, Cincinnati 6-6. You're playing Mayo. You guys remember Mayo?
Well,
Mayo, he's something to contend with.
Take a look at this. So Jack at 18 of 41, 43%, but he did throw for 3 touchdowns, and he chipped in the running game too. But, there wasn't enough going on for Ohio's defense. They gave up 45 points, and it wasn't, by the way, to Mayo.
Oh, he was only in for 2 plays.
They got Phillip Banks into the game.
Oh. So no Tom Mayo.
Nope, no Thomas Mayo. But we are now officially in the offseason, and we've got some records to talk about here. Just real briefly, just looking at...
Tom Mayo, he's no Rich Doyle.
Just scrolling through these. Malcolm R. Boudreaux, if you guys remember this guy, was a head coach at Akron, former assistant inside of our MAC.
He was an Alpena guy.
Yep, and now he was actually fired at West Virginia and now goes out to Nevada. So really quickly, for players leaving, we've got a lot of talent being lost for Ohio Western, and likewise here for Alpena. So is the door starting to open for Lake Huron and Southern Michigan? Is it?
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to convince some guys, though. Fresh Martin, just tell him he'll win the Heisman. Okay, he's back. Fresh Martin's back. So how about your team here? You're losing some guys.
Yeah, some people that have been here since season number 1. Like, this really hurts me. Daz, Mabry Webb, look at his production. 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. Almost reached 1,000 at 700 yards this season. But yeah,
Everest was big for your defense.
Yeah.
Copeland and it's gonna be tough, man. You're losing some guys.
Yeah.
Some names. Uh-oh. Nicodemus Bloodsaw.
Yeah, are you nervous?
No, because we have a very high chance of persuasion.
So he's currently a round 5 projection. I said round 2. Thought that was a realistic persuasion, and he's going to stick around. So.
Gotcha.
But you guys are losing some talent too. You got Vanderswag and DeAndre Mateo. Your special teams people.
Oh no. Q-Sean, he had a good run. Not really, but it was okay. 3.6 per carry, had 9 rushing touchdowns. Receiving, kind of did the same thing every year. Losing some guys in the offensive line. Well, let's check out the transfer requests. So we can actually take on transfers, and it looks like my transfers suck. So this is not very exciting for me.
Look at what Ohio Western got.
Oh.
At right end, Anthony Williams is an 80. Take a look at our transfers, guys.
No fair.
69, 65. Yeah, baby.
You're the whole Southern Miss.
Yeah.
What is that?
Southern Miss is like, screw this program, man. Let's go to Southern Michigan.
There's an exodus. Must be all the Brett Favre controversy there. Southern Miss is getting outed for their volleyball program.
It's got to be it.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for today's quick little episode. Leave a like if you like this thing. Next Saturday, we're going to be covering the off season as far as recruiting goes, red shirts, position changes, training, all this stuff, custom schedules. We got a lot to talk about in that video.
We have a skit and a shocking news update.
Yes, so you guys don't want to miss that episode. So next Saturday, 10:15, make sure you guys are right here to cover the off season as we preview year number 4 of our MAC Teambuilder Dynasty. And of course, for those of you guys that are patrons that are putting players into this series, make sure you guys get that form filled out by October 10th. So Monday, that's when I'm going to close it off, and that way I can start making these players in the off season. So right before we get into gameplay, I need to get those recruiting boards set up. So if you're a patron and you're making players, make sure you guys get those forms submitted by 10/10. Otherwise, I'm locking it. You got to wait until the next form opens up for season 5. So, like I said, guys, that's it for the episode today. Congratulations to Michigan. Go Blue, baby, winning the national championship. I really would have liked to see Ohio Western in the Natty game, but just too tough of a team was Florida. And, unfortunately for Alpena losing their Rose Bowl game, I think it does some things for some storyline purposes, which are really cool. Losses and adversity, they help you with storylines. Winning, it gets boring after a while. So losing is a good thing for series. I like it. It adds some flavor to it.
You gotta win sometime.
Adversity.
Alpena, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, we're waiting. The clock is ticking. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. We'll see you here for next Saturday's video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.